Welcome to Good Morning Gwinnett with your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, where we keep you informed, inspired, and ahead of the curve. Tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Audrey dives into the latest strategies and tools to help you leverage AI to grow your local business. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a tech enthusiast, or just curious about the future of business, this is the podcast for you. Get ready to innovate, elevate, and dominate in Gwinnett County and beyond.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 36 degrees, going up to a high of 57. Yes, them the kind of temperatures I like. Those are the kind of we gonna have some great temperatures all week. I'm excited. I'm gonna actually go to the car wash because it's been so cold and rainy and snowy. So I haven't even gone to the car wash. I normally go to the car wash once a week. I haven't gone because the weather has been nuts, so I haven't gone. But anyway, glad you guys are here with me this morning. Today I got a great show for you as always. Today I'm talking to realtors and real estate agents about the best ways to leverage AI to help them grow their business. We live in some fickle times, right? We live in fickle times, and a lot of times when the real estate market is not doing well, the agencies are not doing well, which means that money is not being made and people can't feed their family. So you have to always think about other streams of income when this is happening. And I think a lot of times people think that in their industry, because of the type of license they have, even with insurance, like I'm a financial advisor, I have a license, and I know that there are other ways to leverage the license to make money and things like that. But a lot of people are so deathly afraid that they may lose their license. They never think of other things to do to help them make extra income when things are not going well. When the real estate market is not well, I've talked to plenty of realtors at our networking events, and it's like, how's everything going? Not too good. And so that's a struggle. So you have to start to think outside of the box. And I think right now, with the way AI is set up, it is just so many wonderful things you could do to increase your revenue streams when things are bad, or even when things aren't bad. You just want another stream of income. With the great AI tools we have right now, there are so many things you can do. So I'm going to go over a few things that I think you can do to help you leverage AI as a real estate agent to help you bring in more income into your business. So one of the things I want to talk about is automate your lead generation and nurture process. All right, that is a biggie for pretty much anybody. Business is not a business if you don't have leads coming in. Let me say that again because somebody missed it. Business is not a business if you don't have leads coming in. And for a lot of people, especially in the real estate market, it's about word of mouth. And the agent, the brokerage or the company that they work for, they do some marketing. They do some marketing, but for the agent, it's your business. Like, even though your license sits under the umbrella of a broker, it's still your business. You still have to think outside of the box. Like, that's just something that you have to do. And I'm gonna do an episode for network marketers too, because I feel like that's another industry that there are a lot of people making a lot of money and the people are burnt about it. But that's gonna be a different episode. Matter of fact, I might do that episode tomorrow because I've been in network marketing so many years. Anyway, you don't have a business. I don't care what business is. If people are not walking through your door, if they're not picking up the phone to call you, if you're not doing a service for them, you don't have a business, right? So automating your lead generation process and nurturing those leads is a great way to do that. So let's talk about that for a second. I know for us, on my financial services side, we have a department inside of the company because my license is with another company. Because you, as a licensed person, you have to have your license most of the time with someone else, unless you decide to go out there and start your own agency. Which I've contemplated starting my own financial service agency, but I was like, I don't know, and I'm still contemplating that. But when you're under the umbrella of a broker or another agency, they normally have a department that puts out a regular newsletter, right? And the newsletter goes out because it has been actually um they have actually done the legal work to make sure that what's in the newsletter is compliant, and that there's no chance of the there's no chance of the agent getting in trouble for stuff. But here's my thing to that, and that's a good thing. Not Don't get me wrong, that's a good thing, and I'm sure it's used as a way to nurture leads and a way to generate leads. But here's my thing with that same newsletter pretty much goes out to everybody, the same people. You need to set yourself apart as a brand. So you need to put out your own newsletter. If you've had your license for a certain amount of period of time, there are things that has happened inside of your industry that you've had the opportunity to be a part of that you can actually go back and create content around. And so, give you a prime example. Let's talk about the insurance industry for a while, right? For a second. So, people think that, and I had this conversation the other day. Was it yesterday? It was no, it was the day before. It was. I had this conversation recently with somebody. Was it yesterday? I can't even remember. It was this week, or at the end of last week. The conversation went like this: if you are, as a matter of fact, it was Saturday. That's when it was. If you have an insurance policy, right, there may be something that's a part of your insurance policy called a living benefit. And everybody in the room, only one person knew about this because that person is a licensed financial advisor like myself, but nobody else in the room knew this. There is there is something called the living benefit that's attached to your life insurance policy, which simply means that if for some reason you become terminally ill, like you get diagnosed with cancer or some kind of terminal illness, you can go to your insurance company and say, "Hey, listen, I need to take out part of my insurance policy so I can get treatment for whatever's ailing me." A lot of people don't know that. They always, they think that, and this is what we've been taught. When you do insurance, it's for you to leave money for the people behind you. Well, there is a part of your insurance policy, in most policies, and you get your insurance, that allows you to take a part of that benefit if you are diagnosed with a terminal illness, to do stuff like treatment or just live life. Just do things you've never done and you feel like it's terminal. I'm gonna live my best life ever while I can. That is an article that I could easily write about. That's an article I can explain what the living benefit is, and share it out in a newsletter. So for me, that's me saying, okay, I need to share this with my people. They need to understand, and guess what's gonna happen? Everybody they know, they're gonna say, "Oh my God, I didn't know that. Let me send this to such and such and see if they know about it. Oh, I didn't know that." Now it's traveling, and now what's this gonna do? You become the expert. When time for people to get life insurance, they come into you, right? Then you get their emails on a newsletter list, and now you can nurture that lead. So even if they don't buy from you the first time around, you are nurturing them every time you send out a good piece of content that's going to help them. There was a lady in the room, she was trying to understand how to set up a family bank using life insurance. I don't know that part because I've never done that. The other person in the room, they knew how to set up a family bank. He can go and put out content just on how to create a family bank. So what am I saying? I'm saying that if you are a realtor and you're looking for new ways to create income, you want to be able to provide information that people may not necessarily know about your industry or about the house buying process, about the office space renting process. That's a whole, just renting commercial space is a whole beast by itself. Like, I'm sure there are a lot of things that you can, even the things that went wrong. You could do a whole things that went wrong with the house buying process, things that went wrong when you came to renting commercial buildings or building. It's so much you can do, but you have to think outside of the box, right? And somebody said, well, Audrey, that's going to take time. Yes, it's going to take time. It's going to take commitment and time. It is, or you can just let your company keep putting out the newsletter for you, and hopefully you'll get some of the leads that come in before anybody else get it, or you can build your brand in this thing that you say you love, right? You got your license because you want to be in real estate. And the way to do that is to build a brand so people know who you are. Give workshops, And here's the thing: you want to create multiple streams of income, sell something. If I were in real estate, I sell books. That's what I sell. I got 11 books sitting over on Amazon. I sell books. If I were in real estate, I would create a book based on all of the problems that my clients have had and put them in a book. And I would go around and I would I would set up my own speaking. I wouldn't even wait for people to call me to speak. You can speak at libraries, and you can talk about the first time home buying process with your book, and people can buy your book out of your hands. And then what's that's gonna do? They're gonna buy your book, and when it's time for them to buy a house or they know somebody looking for a house, they're gonna refer you. You know why? Because you have a book. Now you can also give the book away. I spoke at Podfest last week, a week before last, and there were authors who were there, and it was cool because in order for you to get the book, you had to scan a QR code, put your name, email, and phone number, and then once you did all that, you went into their database and they gave you a free book. Now that could be a little bit expensive, but if you can afford to do that, then by all means do that. I have books in my car right now. I might do something very similar for the podcasting space, for the AI space. You scan this QR code, go into my database. When you do that, you get a free book. That is a way for you to do that. But I know you're trying to make money. You say, well, Audrey, I don't know if I want to give away books because I'm trying to make money. Then sell your book. Go around on create your own little local speaking tour. Speak at libraries, speak at schools, speak anywhere you can speak, and sell your book. And while you're selling your book, you become an authority to people who've never seen you before in the real estate buying process. And when it's time for them to buy a house, or they know somebody who wants to buy a house, they come to you. So that's a great way to do that. And that's a stream of income. Another great way is to have your own blog. I know people think blogs are dead, but listen, you can start a local real estate blog, literally a local real estate blog, and you can monetize that blog with Google Ads or affiliate marketing, all right on your website. If you know your local area like nobody does, and you want to talk about the local real estate market, and it could be called Your City Real Estate, Lawrenceville Real Estate Market, Lawrenceville Real Estate Times. That's a cool title. Ah, that's a cool title. Lawrenceville Real Estate Times, and all you talk about is what people are saying about real estate in Lawrenceville. You put out a blog once or twice a week, and it could be like you could put out a blog like mortgage rates. You could do that every day. You put out a post every day about mortgage rates, mortgage lenders, the process of buying a house. All you gotta do is say, okay, I'm gonna post twice a week. I'm gonna sit down and come up with 104 topics that I could post about. I'm going to go and I'm going to enable Google Ads. I'm going to put the Google Ads on the blog. I'm also going to go find a book online from Amazon. I'm going to become an affiliate of Amazon. I'm going to hyperlink that same book in every article because I talk about the real estate market here in Lawrenceville. So in every one of my articles that I write, I have this I have this book. I have this affiliate program from Google, and I'm going to write, and it's going to bring me extra stream of income. Now, here's the thing: you already have a database of people. You already have a database of people who have reached out to you. Take that database and put that link to that blog inside of your email list thing, and send them a list of, hey, my latest newsletter, my latest article on, and they got to go back to the website. When they go to the website, there may be something there that they say, oh, let me click this ad that Google just put up there. Oh, let me buy this book. She keeps putting this book. That's how you start to create more streams of income for yourself. When the real estate market is not doing good, you sell information, you sell consulting services, you become somebody else, or you just add on to who you already are. So you automate your lead buying process. You create a book. You go out. You put yourself on a speaking tour. A local speaking tour. You speak about go to the Department of Housing and Development. Speak there. Seeking you get on the city council meeting and speak there. You have to think outside of the box. I speak at conferences and I do talks and all that thing because that for me is a way for me to get more revenue coming into my business. I'm a small business owner. Even though I'm the president of the chamber, I'm still a small business owner. So I had to think outside of the box. I'm sharing my thoughts with you. And so I want you to be able to, when the market is bad, and we don't know what the market is going to do right now, but when it's bad and houses are not selling, what are you doing? You can't just sit back on your hands and say, okay, I'm gonna wait till the market rebound. Well, no, don't do that. While the market is trying to rebound, consult with people on how to get their credit straight. That's another thing. If I were a realtor, I would have multiple licenses. I would have my real estate license, my insurance license. If I needed some kind of credit license, whatever license I could have that did not interfere with the other license and that would get me in trouble, I would have all of them because I want to be a one-stop shop for my client. I want to be able to, I'll have good relationships. If I know that I have clients, I'm going to go to the mortgage person and say, hey, listen, let's partner. I'm going to go to the inspection person, let's partner. Now the business is coming left and forward because here's the other thing. The inspector may have somebody who say, you know what? I want you to inspect this house, but I need to buy a new house. Or I want you to inspect this house, but I need to sell this house. Guess what? Y'all got a partnership. Now y'all cross promoting each other. You got to think outside of the box, right? Another way, you can offer virtual property tours, right? Your own. I know a lot of the real estate platforms already offer this, but you can offer your own. And here's the thing: inside of that tour, you can have a link to your book on Amazon, or you can have a link to the PDF that they can download for $7 or $27 or whatever that is. So now that they can go through the home buying process, and they'll have all the checklist of what needs to be done and how to create a budget and all these different things. I created a tool called Debt Crusher Pro, right? And I created that tool because I realized a lot of people are in debt. That's a tool that I charge for. Like that tool is for anybody who's trying to buy a house and want to get out of debt. But then also now it tells you how to start a business so you can create more money. Then it tells you how to protect the money. Then it's a tool that has everything built in that I was like, you know what, this is a tool that they need to do a financial assessment first, and then from the financial assessment, they can figure out how much debt they're in, and then they can figure out, okay, how much money I need to make. They may need to do a side hustle. That's a tool. That's an AI tool that I created for people who are trying to get out of debt. They're trying to add more money to the bottom line. They want to protect their assets. They want to learn how to invest. All that is in the tool. And then inside of the tool, guess what I got? I got, hey, would you like to speak to a human? And when you click on that button, and it says financial advisor, but when you click on that button, I pop up and my business partners pop up. So that's a lead generation for us, but it's an income generator for me because it is a paid platform for me. So you got to think outside the box. All right, I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more information on how to create multiple streams of income when you are a real estate agent. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
They tried to hold me down, but I kept rising. Through the fire, through the pain, I kept surviving. Every scar, every tear made me stronger. Now I'm flying higher, no more looking over my shoulder. No chains can hold me, no walls can break me. Storms may come, but they won't shake me. I was built for this, I was born to shine. Now I spread my wings and take what's mine. I got wings of steel, I don't break, I don't bend, I rise above. Time and time again, a heart of gold, with a soul so real. Ain't nothing stopping me, I got wings of steel. Walking through the valley, I saw shadows. Fought my way out, no time to be shallow. I learned to love the climb, embrace the lessons. Turn my pain into a holy blessing. No chains can hold me, no walls can break me. Storms may come, but they won't shake me. I was built for this, I was born to shine. Now I spread my wings and take what's mine. I got wings of steel, I don't break, I don't bend, I rise above. Time and time again, a heart of gold, with a soul so real. Ain't nothing stopping me, I got wings of steel. Yeah, I'm stronger than I ever knew. Took the pain and made it through. Ain't nobody taking what's mine. I'm riding the wind, flying so high. Wings of steel, wings of fire. I keep pushing, I keep climbing higher. I was made for this, I was born to shine. Ain't no limits, yeah, the sky is mine. Ooh, I got wings of steel. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Wings of Steel. I love it. I love it. I love it. Listen, you're listening to the Good Morning Gwinnett Show. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney. And today I'm talking about the best ways for real estate agents to leverage AI to create income streams. Um, let's talk about the blog again. Now, let me say this. There are some great tools out there. There's a tool out there. God, what's the name of the tool? I use a tool, which is crazy. I just drew a blank. SEO Writer. It's called SEO Writer.ai, right? If you say, Audrey, I don't want to sit down and write a blog, if you go to SEOwriter.com, I think it's .ai.com, but that is an AI platform that will write the article for you. It's SEOwriting.ai. It will write your article for you. You don't even have to write the article. It will write it for you. And if depending on what type of website you got, it'll actually post it to the website for you. It is a great tool and it's optimized. So if you're trying to optimize for your local area, let's say it's Lawrenceville, because I live in Lawrenceville. You're trying to optimize for Lawrenceville. All of your articles will be about Lawrenceville, but different things about the real estate market in Lawrenceville, right? Inside of that, you have your book as a link to Amazon so people can buy the book, or you have Google Ads on the link, or you may have some other affiliate program. You may even have like a giant key. I don't know. Think of something that you can sell that's going to increase, because it could be like the key of hope. Oh, that's a good idea. The key of hope. I love that. I'm gonna write that down because I really like that. It could be like the key of hope, and it could be a giant key, and people can just buy that key of hope to just have it in their possession. But here's the thing: they're getting a key from you, and the key has meaning because you're a realtor, and they're getting it from you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think outside the box. You can also say, you know what, I'm gonna sell like my first shower curtain or something, print on demand, and it could be like, or this is even better, my dream home. There are platforms out there that you can customize, like place for your houses, name place stuff. But you got to have a blog or a website, but you need something, I would say a blog. And when the article is written, all you got to do is link in a picture of that product with a link back to how people can buy it. And I know this sounds like a lot of work, but here's the thing: either you're going to do it or you're not. You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to create extra streams of income for yourself or you're not. You have to think about that. The other thing you may say, you know what, Audrey, I want to start my own personal app for my business. I want to create my own branded app. So let's say, for instance, your license is hung with a broker, but you want to start your own app, right? Now, how can you make money with this? Well, if you build up a big enough list, not list, download of people who download your app, that becomes a place for people to advertise. So your mortgage partners may say, well, you can say to them, hey, I got this app, I got 10,000 downloads, right? 10,000 people have installed it on their phone. I can run ads through my app for you for this amount of money. And they were like, okay, cool. Banks, insurance agency, mortgage brokers, anybody who wants to get in front of the homeowners or the potential homeowners, you can go to them and sell them an ad package. And they can advertise inside of your app. I'm sure that's not breaching your real estate license because it's just an app. And you're going to people saying, hey, I have access to this audience. Would you like to advertise in my app? Now, here's the thing: 10,000 of the people that downloaded your app, they downloaded your app because it was specific to the fact that they were trying to buy a house. They were trying to get a home inspection. They were trying to get a mortgage lender. They were trying to do something in that space. So they're there for real estate and real estate only. It's not like somebody came there for a book club. That's not it. Most of the people, and I'm gonna say 99.9% of the people, because maybe 1% got the book and they shared it with a book club, but most of the people are there because they are interested in some form of real estate. That's why they downloaded your app. That becomes a revenue stream for you if you sell advertising space, or if you have your own product and you market it to the people who have downloaded the app. Because what will happen is, once they download the app to their phone, whether it's an Android phone or Apple phone, once they download your app, you can then now push out what's called push notifications. You can push those push notifications out to them to sell stuff, to remind them of things. Even if you don't talk to realtors, right? These are people who want to buy a house, but they may also want to know about the entertainment in the area. You can go to restaurants and say, listen, my app got 10,000 downloads for Lawrenceville. I know you're in the area. They're thinking about moving to the area, or they live in the area. Would you like for me to let them know that you exist by providing them some kind of link to your restaurant, to your bar, to your brewery, to your clothing store, because they're trying to come here and live? That's a revenue stream for you. That's a revenue stream. And here's the thing: you can probably automate that with AI. You can probably automate AI to push out push notifications on a regular basis. I know that there are tools out there right now that are so freaking powerful. You set them up one time and they work for you all the time. And they're marketing for you all the time. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm about to use one for Good Morning Gwinnett because I really need to reach more people so I can build up my listenership. And I'm going to leverage AI to scrape some websites, put them in an automated system, and send out a voicemail. Hi, just want to introduce myself. I am such and such over here at Good Morning Gwinnett. Want to let you know that we're here for your marketing purposes and help you get the news out to the community in Gwinnett County. That's what it's gonna say, something similar, right? It's gonna go to people's phones, and then it's gonna drop in. It's not gonna even call. It's just gonna drop in a voicemail. You ever got that thing where it dropped in the voicemail in? That's what it's gonna. It's gonna drop the voicemail right into their phone, and then they're gonna say something like, "I didn't even hear my phone ring. I got a voicemail." That's what they're gonna say. No, why? Because it happens to me all the time, and they're gonna listen to the voicemail like, "Good morning, good night. I've never heard of that before. Let me go check them out." That's what it's gonna say. I'm doing that today. So that's a good way for you to leverage AI as well. You can leverage AI to do coaching and training. Like you can set up an AI system for new homeowners, and you can charge them a fee. Like it could be a small fee, like $27 a month, right? But they're going to that system, like just like I told you about Debt Crusher Pro. So Debt Crusher, if you go to debtcrusher.pro, debtcrusher.pro, if you go to that website, it is a financial tool to help anybody get out of debt. Anybody, right? Because it's going to make you take a realistic look at your financial situation because it has a lot of questions that it's going to ask in the financial analysis. And from that financial analysis, then after you get yourself out of debt, or you think about, okay, well, I need another stream of income. It has income ideas there on the side hustle. And once you get out of debt, it has like how to invest in stock, and then it has how to protect your assets. And if you want to talk to somebody, you can. You can do the same thing. Like you can have AI create you a whole first time home buyers online training module that people can go to the training module, pay the $17 or $27 or 37, whatever you decide to charge. They can pay for that. Take the home training, first time home buyers course online for free. I mean, for paid. You're gonna make money. You don't have to be on camera because you have used AI to create that course for them. And now what's going to happen is once they create the course, you can come up at the end in the video say, hey, thank you for taking this course. Please, by all means, keep me in mind when you get ready to buy your house. I hope this was helpful for you. That's a video. So you create that video one time, drop it inside your course platform. They take the course, and then guess what? That's it. You just made some extra money teaching them the first time home buying process through your course. It can be something cheap as $7. It don't have to be extra $27. And people who are trying to buy their house for the first time, they'll find value in that because they have a lot of questions that they just don't ask. What's nice about where we are right now is that we have systems that are so freaking smart. It will answer all the questions, format it for you, put it in a training course, put it on a platform, and all you got to do is, hey, you got all these people over here. I just launched a brand new course. If you know somebody looking to buy a house and they don't know the process, send them to my brand new online real estate course. It's going to teach them what they got to do as a first time home buyer. And then once they get finished through the course, now they can come see me and we can get the ball rolling on their brand new house. That's it. That's in your newsletter. That's in your phone. That's what you do. And then you share the link with them. But AI built the entire thing for you. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to think outside of the box. There are ways for you to make money. Absolutely ways. And let me say this. As a realtor, I would probably be in the solar business because because people are buying their homes for the first time. And depending on where you are in the world, solar is still popular, and it's going to get better and better and better once we get the proper policies in place for the solar panels and things like that, because we're trying to be more conscious and sustainable. So people like solar energy, they like wind energy, they like water energy. They like these things, right? People who are sustainability focused, they like these things. And that could be one of your power superpowers. Where I help new homeowners when they get their homes, I help them also set up a solar system in their home so they can have smart homes, smart locks, smart thermostats. That could be you. That's another stream of income. That's a. It sounds like a lot of work, but guess what? If I were a realtor, I would have all these different license certifications. I'll be able to say, hey, this thermostat will be great in your house. I know you got this one that came with the house, but here's another one you could put on, especially when you buy people who buy older houses, people who are refurbing houses, flipping houses. They want the best stuff. They can say to you, well, Audrey, which thermostat you think would be best for this and why you think so? Well, I think this thermostat is good. It's a smart thermostat. It does this, this, and this. You can do a guide on how to turn. Now this is a guide that I probably would buy. How to put all your lights on Alexa. So understand what I'm telling y'all. This is what I'm telling you. How to put your lights on Alexa so you can say, Alexa, turn the house lights on. And there's a way to do that. I don't know how to do it, but there's a way. If you know that people are buying houses and they don't know how to do this stuff, then you put together a little guide that you sell, or you give away to your new homeowners. And guess what they're gonna do? Oh, I got this really cute guide. It's so many things you can do. I can go on and on and on and on and on and on. Yeah, I can go on and on about this, but I hope this is helpful, y'all. I got a whole article that'll be ready in about 10 minutes after the show has ended. And all you got to do is go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to look at the website, and you'll see all of the great information that's there on what you need to do as a realtor to increase your revenue by leveraging AI. Let's do a quick recap. One, you can use AI as a lead nurturer. If you put a chatbot on your website, that chatbot can lead to a newsletter. And then that newsletter can become your way to nurture those people, right? So put a chatbot, and you may have a website through your company. Let me say this because a lot of people have a website through their company. They feel like they don't need another website. I kind of beg to differ because even though you may have a site on, I don't know, Remax or some other platform, it may not be a way for you to totally personalize that site. So me personally, I would have a blog site. I would have a beautiful blog website. If I were you, I would have a beautiful blog website where people could go to my beautiful blog website. They can read articles that I've written based on the experiences that I've had with other homeowners and mortgage brokers and title companies and inspection agencies. That's what I would do because now they can get to know me for me, right? And on that website, there will be a chat bot that is going to collect their information if they have questions about a first time home buying process. And here's the thing, your AI on your website may be able to answer all of their questions. And if it does not, if it cannot, then you'll get a text message say, hey, this lead was just on your website and they have this question, and you can get right back to them because they've inputted their telephone number or their email for you to get right back to them. That's AI. So that's lead generation and lead nurturing. The other thing too is blogging. Put up your own content. Put out a newsletter, your voice, not the corporate voice, your personal voice, because it's going to sound different. Like when I do this show, is my voice. I'm talking about the stuff I know. I know that you can have an automated newsletter leveraging AI. I know that you can have an automated blog. When I write about money, I just go to SEO writing because I don't know all that much about the stock markets and all these different things. So I'll just go to SEO and like, hey, what's the trending topic today that people might like? SEO writing will write it for me. And include pictures. Like it don't just write, it includes all the images, which is what I'll be doing when I finish this show. So that's the great thing about the platforms, all AI, but it's a really nice tool because the articles are really good educational articles, right? All right, so you can think about doing that. And then think about, if there's a product or services, can you sell a coaching service? Can you create an AI smart system, to sell? Can you create an app that you can sell stuff inside of the app? Because even when you create the app, there could be ways for you to automate the information that's sent out via the app. There's a way for you to automate information that's received and distributed to you. It's so many ways, y'all. It's so many ways. And I'm just trying to help you think about some ways for you to do it. So I hope this has been helpful. And if I was rambling, please forgive me. But there's an entire article on Good Morning Gwinnett that explains it and probably breaks it down way better than me. It has way more information that you can go and read. But I wanted to give you my abbreviated version so it can get you started. So for more information about this whole thing that I was just talking about, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com, goodmorninggwinnett.com, read the entire article there. And if you know somebody's trying to buy a house, share that article with them. Share this podcast episode with them because it's going to help them. Even though I may have been talking fast, which I sometimes do. If I were talking fast, just go to the website and read the article. It is broken down way more than what I've broken it down here. All right? All right. All right, I'm going to my last song, then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration for today. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Ooh, I walked through the fire. I've danced in the rain. I've carried my struggles. I've conquered my pain. Every mountain I climbed made me stronger inside. Now I stand in the light. No fear, no more pride. I was made for more. I was born to shine. Every step I take, I leave doubt behind. I won't back down. I won't turn away. My voice will rise. I'm here to stay. I was born to inspire, made to believe, lifting up hearts, setting souls free. I rise like the sun, burning so high, a fire within me. I touch the sky. They said I would stumble, They thought I would fall, but love is my armor. My faith is my call. Every lesson I've learned, every tear I've cried, built a warrior's heart with hope as my guide. I was made for more. I was born to shine. Every step I take, I leave doubt behind. I won't back down, I won't turn away. My voice will rise, I'm here to stay. I was born to inspire, made to believe, lifting up hearts, setting souls free. I rise like the sun, burning so high, a fire within me, I touch the sky. No chains can hold me, no fear can stay. I break through the darkness, I light up the way. For every dreamer, for every soul, I shine my light so the world will know. I was born to inspire, made to believe, lifting up hearts, setting souls free. I rise like the sun, burning so high, a fire within me, I touch the sky. Born to inspire, born to lead, born to shine for the world to see. With every breath, with every stride, I stand in my power, I walk with pride.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You were born to inspire. I think I should just leave it right there. You were born to inspire. Listen, you were made for greatness and you were born to inspire. And I think some people they don't think that about themselves, but you were. Like we were all given a mission for this earth, for our time here. And yours was to inspire somebody, to empower somebody. You were made for greatness. You were. You may not think so, but you were. But greatness in your way, not greatness based on somebody else's thing, right? I was made for this right here. I didn't know it. I didn't know it at the time, but I was made for this right here. I was made for entrepreneurship. I love it. That's why I talk about it all the time. That's why it brings me so much joy. I sit up at night and I watch YouTube for hours at night. I always do it at night. So by the time I go to bed, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning because I love the stories. I love the inspiration. I love seeing how people got it from the mud. Listen, baby, you can get it from the mud because you were made for greatness. We know that when things are tough, a lot of times, sometimes we fold. And even when in your baddest time, I remember reading this story, and it was a really empowering story. There was a guy, he went to work, he was a stockbroker in New York. He went to work, his wife was at home, she was pregnant. He went to work, and when he got to work, he called his wife, and um, and it was I think it was Taxi Cab Confessions. That's what it was. It was an episode of Taxi Cab Confessions on HBO. And the guy he was a homeless guy, and the guy asked him, said, "How did you get homeless?" He said he went to work one day. His wife was at home pregnant, and she went into pre early labor. And by the time she got to the hospital, both she and the baby died. And from that day forward, his life just fell apart. Now, let me tell you about that story. The man worked on Wall Street. I'm sure if he could have just got some help mentally, not only would his story have inspired his story inspired me, and I saw this year. I'm talking about it had to be 15, 20 years ago. Whenever Taxi Captain, I don't even have HBO. I don't even know the last time I had HBO. Um, but his story was so inspiring to me that I told you because anything can happen. Now, I don't know what happened to him. I'm believing that he probably pulled himself together because he was a smart man who took a terrible loss. But even with that, he was still able to tell that story to somebody. And even in his darkest time, that story touched somebody because it touched me. It touched me. And you have a story that somebody is waiting to hear that can touch them. But you got to understand, keeping your mouth shut is not the way to do it. Share your story. It sounds horrible to you, but for somebody, it's an inspiration. His story was an inspiration to me. That had to be 15, 20 years ago. Had to be. And I remember that story. I remember him sitting there, and I remember the guy asked him, "What happened?" He said, I went to work and I lost my baby and my wife. And he lived in New York, worked on Wall Street. So, anyway, just know you were made for greatness. There's greatness inside of you. You were born to inspire, all of that good stuff. All of that good stuff. Hey, listen, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the show and share it with a friend. Also, be sure if you missed any past episodes to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. And also share the articles. You can share those articles on your social media website. Feel free to do that, especially if you think they're going to help somebody, empower somebody to do some things in their life. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there. And until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Gwinnett, where we bring AI innovation to the heart of your local business. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to support the show for only $5.99 a month. Just click the support link in the show notes. Your contribution helps keep this show running and your business growing. Missed an episode or want to catch up on local news? Visit us anytime at goodmorninggwinnett.com. Until next time, stay innovative on your grind.